For the TableMate 2 set of 2 multi-purpose tables is being offered here at $39.26. We've got great color choices, so these are tables that can work really nicely in your home decor. And we have available 3 easy pays, excuse me, of $13.09. All right, where am I going? Here we go. Just point to me. Let me just take you through the offer and what you're receiving and invite you to place your orders for V36076. Starting off, we have the latte, and this is a color I think that has been around since the very beginning. It's one of the original kind of medium tone wood colors, and you get a set of 2, don't forget. You're seeing the TableMate as a tabletop, but also looking at what are the angles that you can achieve with the TableMate. We'll get to that in just a second. In the center, we have the slate gray. And the slate gray is another great color, especially for home decor. Now, with so many accents being done in the cool gray tones, you've got something to coordinate there. And then, do you need to even say it? Black, always a great accessory for your home. Set of 2 there. Black is the most limited choice. And here's how it shakes out. At retail, this multi-purpose table would sell for $39.95. for 1. You're actually getting 2, so multiply that times 2, that would be $79.90. And you have the opportunity to take advantage of 3 easy pays with a major credit card. If you're shopping with your Q card, you can up those easy pays to 6. I'm here with Diana Irvine, who's been bringing us wonderful home solutions since the mid-90s or so, the beginning of time. Were you the original guest with TableMate?
No, the actual inventor, Doug Soper, who's in Toronto, watching right now, by the way.
Hi, Doug. 25 years ago.
25 years ago.
But you've been here almost that long.
It
and I
seems
know
like it.
the TableMates that I bought from you. So this is a table, again, that multi-functions for you. And when you don't need it, it collapses flat so that you can put it underneath the chair or in a pantry or tuck it away. Sturdy and supportive. This is the original size, so we're talking about 15 by 20.
Yes.
And it does adjust from 22 inches to 29 inches in height, and I'm going to let Diana take you through all that.
Well, and I think you and I both grew up with the traditional TV tray, right? And the problem with that is that it wasn't adjustable, it wasn't customizable. So we were speaking of the inventor, Doug Soper, who's in Toronto right now watching, and he said, you know, I need to create something better. My dad needs something better. So he created the TableMate. This is a multi-function, multi-purpose adjustable table that goes to 3 different angles. So here's one angle, here's your regular tabletop, and then there's your third angle. And then, as you were mentioning, Jane, with the height adjustment, there are no tools for assembly, by the way. You're just going to squeeze the pin on the leg and you're going to adjust it to the height that suits you. So no matter what activity you're doing, no matter what your body shape or size, or no matter what chair, bed, recliner, wherever you are, you now have a table that's perfectly customizable for you. And as you mentioned, you can fold it up and put it away if you don't want it.
What I loved about it too was that L-curved leg, which allows you to sit back now and enjoy the table right underneath where you need it to be.
Absolutely.
And whether you're using this bedside for someone who is convalescing, using it because you like to do some reading, tea, or whatever, you can pull it right into you. Just like I was talking earlier to Scott, he was like, I like using my TableMate to have dinner in front of the television. So this way you know exactly the space that you have. They're great for children, crafts, all of the things. It gives you that extra table space. And they're really, really substantial and sturdy without weighing a ton. When you're not using them.
Yeah, a little over 6 pounds.
Yeah, when you're not using them, collapse it, you can put it underneath the chair.
And I love this. I love that it goes to about 2.5 inches in thickness. So look at that. You can literally tuck it anywhere you have a small space, and you pop it open so quickly when you need it. I know in our house with the 4 kids, it was sort of the homework table.
Right.
It's been that sort of go-to table whenever we have snacks or we put the remote and all the goodies for entertaining. I'm just squeezing these pins right here, so there are no tools for installation. And then to adjust the table height, I'm lifting the tabletop, and on the back there's these small hooks here. And this is what's going to grab this bar that keeps it stable. So you simply just use the bar and you adjust it to the height that you want based on the activity that you're doing.
That's great. So you can use it as a drafting table, crafting
Absolutely.
table. You know what I loved about this too? As we were talking, our kids were growing up, we would let them sit and have snacks in the family room.
Yes.
We're not people that have museum rooms. We love to
me
live
neither.
in our house. But the difference between having them have a snack on a table made and leaning over a lower coffee table is exponential in terms of messes and spills and
Yes.
cleanups. So let's show them.
And it's not your
what
fine
that,
furniture
it's not
too,
your fine
right?
furniture, right?
So you're not worrying if they happen to spill or get something on it.
Exactly. So we talked about it being sturdy, but there's also a really cool design with this lip that goes around.
Yes. So one of the great designs here that Doug put on is this raised lip. And what I love about that is I always say don't cry over spilled milk, because if something spills, first of all, you're just going to take a cloth and you're going to wipe it up. And you can use any cleaning solution. This is a polypropylene top. They're powder coated steel legs. And this is not where you're going to fret if something gets on it. You just wipe it nicely.
There's a little spittle over.
Oh,
on
did
the
I get a
side.
little
Yeah,
there? Thank you.
No worries.
An easy cleanup. And then we mentioned about sturdiness. So this is rated to hold up to 40 pounds. So if you've got, TVs or computer monitors or your KitchenAid mixer, you can set it right on there, and it's designed to hold that load. This is 5 gallons of water. It's actually slightly more than 40 pounds. Just so you know, this is not rickety. It does have some flex to it for movement, but it is sturdy and ready to hold that heavy up to 40 pound load.
Like I said earlier, we entertain a lot in the summertime, so I use them as little extra tables so that I can put drinks out and a place to put, maybe the extra desserts or whatever.
Make it a dessert
so
table.
the color
or coffee
choices
table.
again are the original latte,
which is always popular.
Always popular, and we've sold over 1 million table-to-mate tables since they were introduced 25 years ago. Here is the slate gray, which is a really nice color. I love that for home decor.
And
We're
it
seeing
used
a lot
to be that we only did white for years, but
Yeah.
I feel like this is more to today's decorating.
I
Don't you
think so too.
And that's
yeah,
so
it's very
stark.
contemporary.
Exactly.
And then if you don't need it, you put it away.
Yeah.
And then here's your black. And fewer than 1,000 available in the black. Already 3,400 of these spoken for since they were made available. And here's the reason why you want to get them today. First of all, this is the first time we've ever offered a set of 2. One of these typically would be $39.95. Multiply that times 2. $79.90 would be what you would pay at retail for this offer. The QVC 2 Big Deal price, which will expire, is $39.26. And if you're using a credit card, 3 payments of $13.09 will get it home. And not for anything, but if you were thinking like I was thinking originally, I need 4.
You can't.
I got 4 people.
Exactly.
My daughters and my husband and I, all 4 of us would have our own table. So get yourself a couple of sets.
And you can't go wrong. I mean, this is something, and I hopefully we'll hear from some of you today that have owned them for years, because you know that these last and last. But just seeing this right here, you're like, what am I looking at? This is the same table positioned in 3 different ways at different heights. You can do 18 different positions and angles with this. So what we're trying to show you is whether it's the lowest for entertaining or for kids, or you raise it up based on the chair or recliner or wheelchair that you have, and then going at the easel angle. So you see how this one's sort of facing forward in an easel and this one's going sort of down. So you have the flexibility to truly customize. Whereas I borrowed this from my mother-in-law. Thank you, Holly.
I have pinched many fingers
on these things. Here's the
things.
problem with your traditional ones. So look, it's beautiful. Open it up, but I can't adjust it. I can't tilt it. When I sit down, my legs are going to get caught here in these cross members. With the way that this is designed is to be able to pull right up to your belly. This is made to sit on the edge of your seat. This is made so that you can be sitting anywhere and have that table at the perfect position.
Exactly. Well, again, think about the set of 2. It's a really great opportunity to pick them up now as we approach entertaining season in my house. This is a must-have. Think about using it every day. Most of us now are using our laptops as our offices, and we don't necessarily need formal offices. So instead of having to sit with the laptop on your lap with your neck in that awkward position, you can position this exactly where you need it to be.
And then slide it away with 2 fingers when you have to get up to do something else, right?
Cold and flu season, next to the bed when it's time to have the
perfect for
chicken
that.
noodle soup. This is perfect. And then you can really wipe this down and disinfect it. Actually use the GP66 to clean it. Here are some of the positions.
Yeah,
and what you
so
can
it
do
goes
with
to
it.
6 heights and 3 angles. It will, folds flat for easy storage. You can pop it up open in just a few seconds. So just amazing all the functionality that gives you.
And a huge value. First time we've ever offered a set of 2 in 25 years with 1 million sold of our table mates. If you are someone who is already enjoying table mates and have enjoyed them for a long time, we'd love to speak with you. You can share your story at 1-800-600-1556. We do have one question coming in from QVC.com. They want to know, what material is this made of?
Great question. So the top is made of a very sturdy polypropylene, and the bottom, the legs, are made of a powder-coated steel. So that's why it has the sturdiness of up to 40 pounds.
This is really
Isn't
yummy.
this great?
Captain Crunch, yogurt,
little yogurt, a little muffin.
A muffin and hot chocolate.
With some whipped cream.
What I'm really loving
the beverage
is
station.
The beverage station.
Yeah, and I think, as you mentioned earlier about having 4 for your family because you're a family of 4, like this just illustrates how you can sit side by side and be doing completely different things. You're doing some of your computer work, and I'm having my breakfast, but we're together.
We're together.
And then, as you mentioned over here, this is great. You're just going to pop it open, and you're going to make it the beverage station for the party. If you were just at that big game, you could have used this. Load it up with sodas, put your ice bucket, do your wine. You can use it as a coffee station. Put your Keurig on here and your teas and coffees. Utilize this table for whatever makes sense for you in your life.
I can't tell you how many times I've been putting together a party and realizing that I've used up all my counter space, and I don't have a place to put a basket with the napkins, forks, and plates.
Just pop this open.
Pop this open, put it at the end of the counter, and now you've got a mobile island, basically, that you can use for so many different things.
Yeah.
So just to start from the beginning, for anyone who's just joining us, this is our QVC 2 Big Deal. This is an item that was selected to run at a special price for a limited time. We introduced this last night at 9 p.m., and since that time, we have sold well over 3,500 since they were introduced. 3,500. This QVC 2 Big Deal price is $39.26 for not 1, but for 2 table mates. At retail, you would spend $39.26. I mean, $39.95 for just one. So multiply that times 2. That's $79.90. I'm going to have Diana show you how this works, and then we'll show the colors for anyone who might just be joining us.
So when you get this at home, this will be in a couple of pieces. You're actually going to have, the legs will be separate. So you're going to get this piece here. You get 2 legs, and there's a little button right here that you're going to pinch, and then that slips on. And then I like to go at a little angle till I get to the actual hole that I want to be in. So you do that with both legs. And then there's this little cross member bar here, and that actually fastens in really easily. There's 2 little holes here. You can see on either side. These little holes are what you're going to put it into, so then now your table is completely assembled. And then all you're going to do is you're going to adjust this angle based on what you want to do or what activity you're in. So there's a little hooks on the bottom, and I usually just do it by feel. And you're going to use this bar, and you're going to go into the different hooks. So there's your regular level table. There's easel number 1, and then here is easel number 2.
So it works like your patio chairs that recline back.
Exactly.
They have the 3 little hooks,
very
and you
simple.
just lift and adjust it down. All right, so let's go through the colors one more time. The whole idea here was to create a table that would be functional. When they first came out, they were, but now we're also adding fashion to that.
That's right.
One of the original colors that came out after the original white was the latte, and this continues to be the popular color, because even as I'm looking around here, even though this has a lot of gray, it still works with the wood tones.
I also am amazed too when I picked gray for you.
Yeah.
Just looked around the QVC set and I'm like, these just fit in.
They do. They fit in.
Which is great.
And of course the black also. There's a lot of folks that do a lot of black wrought iron. That's very traditional.
Traditional.
Well, could be contemporary, but colonial homes have a lot of wrought iron in black. So great accents there. Or if you want this for the office, use this to put the printer on. You want something very sleek and cool looking, then you can go with the black. The size of this is going to be 15
15,
this way.
yep, and 20 this way.
20 this way. So this is the original size. Height will adjust from 22 inches up to 29.
Got
and of
it.
course you have those 3 different levels of angle that you can have a flat top
Yes.
or 3 different levels of
In fact, I'll move this down to the other angle for you so you can see that.
Yeah.
So you saw me have it at the one angle, now I put it at the other angle. It just depends on what activity you're doing. I know for my little 8-year-old artist, she loves to have the other angle,